Michael Jordan was already an NBA superstar, Scottie, before you got in the NBA. And what's so crazy is at the time when Michael Jordan was losing in the playoffs to the bad boy Pistons, the faces of the NBA at that time were Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas and Larry Bird. But the NBA noticed that, man, we got a superstar here in this kid and Michael Jordan in Chicago. He is the real deal. This was before he even won championships. So while I do agree with Scottie Pippen that Michael Jordan was a part of the reason why they were able to win championships, and they were all a part of the reason why they won championships, they were the reason why he became a champion. But Michael Jordan was already an established superstar before Scottie Pippen entered the NBA. And then what's so crazy about Scottie Pippen is Scottie Pippen is upset at how he was portrayed in The Last Dance. But Scottie, The Last Dance, the documentary that you hate so much, is popular and on Netflix, and everyone goes and watches it, and you're a part of that documentary, so you can make a legitimate argument that the only reason why we are even talking about Scottie Pippen is because of The Last Dance, the documentary that you hate so much. You hate the documentary so much, but you're relevant because of The Last Dance and Michael Jordan. Also, let's go down memory lane when it comes to Scottie Pippen. Let's go down memory lane and go back to 1990. Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. This is for all the marbles to go to the NBA championship. And Michael Jordan, he needs Scottie Pippen, okay? This is Scottie Pippen. He's had a migraine in the game. He goes 1 of 10 for 2 points in 42 minutes. That was in 1990. Game 7, NBA Finals berth on the line. Michael Jordan, he needs Scottie Pippen, and Scottie Pippen does not play well. He said he has a migraine, right? And then after the Bulls won their first championship, Bulls owner at the time, Jerry Reinsdorf, he told Scottie Pippen to not sign the deal that was on the table. It was a 5-year, $18 million deal for Scottie Pippen on the table. 5 years for $18 million total. Jerry Reinsdorf, he told Scottie Pippen, do not sign this deal. But because Scottie Pippen knew his father was in a wheelchair, his brother also was in a wheelchair, and knew about his upbringing, Scottie Pippen wanted to secure the bag. But this is the same Scottie Pippen who, again, was told by his owner to not sign the deal, and how I don't renegotiate contracts. You're not going to be able to restructure this deal. Don't sign it. This is the same Scottie Pippen the year before The Last Dance and the last championship that the Bulls won. He postponed foot surgery and didn't get surgery in the offseason that he knew he needed to have so he could be ready for training camp. He postponed it because he wanted an upgrade in salary. But that's supposed to be Michael Jordan's fault? Is that Michael Jordan's fault? Why you signed a deal that Reinsdorf told you not to sign? That was after the first Bulls championship. Let's go back down memory lane and go back to after Michael Jordan had retired. Michael Jordan wasn't even playing at the time. The 1994 playoff series between the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. Phil Jackson, he called a play in the huddle at the end of the game for Tony Kukoc. And Scottie Pippen, he was upset because he didn't get the last opportunity to take the last shot of the game. But instead of Scottie Pippen being the leader of the team that he was at that particular time, Scottie Pippen didn't even check into the game. Scottie Pippen went on the sideline and moped because he didn't get an opportunity to take the last shot, and had the nerve to call Phil Jackson a racist because Phil Jackson drew up a play for Tony Kukoc instead of Scottie Pippen. And it's so funny because Tony Kukoc actually hit the game-winning shot. So apparently Phil Jackson, he knew what he was doing. But yet Scottie Pippen called him a racist. And Michael Jordan wasn't even playing that particular year.